Hello everyone, I'm Nahome from 5 Senses Academy. Welcome. Okay, so let's chat a little bit. So I was talking to a really good friend of mine. Her daughter was carrying her tablet everywhere, watching some children's programs. So I asked my friend, didn't you watch my video? And we started discussing how although she knows her child shouldn't be watching the video too much, sometimes she just honestly needs a break. And the way to get a break is basically giving the child electronics, a cell phone or a tablet, so she can get some peace of mind, because sometimes she really needs it. And you know what? I thought about it, and that conversation inspired me to do this video. I had something totally different planned for today, but instead I want to talk about this because this is something that's on everybody's mind. Sometimes I take it for granted that this is what I do for a living. This is what I do all the time, come up with fun little things for children to do. But the truth is that sometimes parents need a break and they have no idea what to give their kids to do. So today I want to give you 4 ideas on what it is that you can do to get a little break from your child without them sitting in front of a tablet. Are you ready? Okay, so number 1. The first thing that I suggest you do is make Play-Doh or slime with your child. This is a very easy activity, but it's very hands-on and very messy and very fun. Now this is for parents that have a little bit of time, but they know later they'll be busy. You sit down and you make Play-Doh with your child. You measure things out. You have a really good time. You pick the color. You make it out, and it's fun. What's great about this activity is after you're done making the Play-Doh with your child will be preoccupied with the Play-Doh for hours. Give her plastic spoon, knife, fork, give her some utensils, whatever it is, bowls. Buy a Play-Doh set if you want to, but you don't have to spend the money. Just find random utensils and bowls and Tupperware, silverware, whatever you want to, and give it to your child, and I guarantee you, your child will be busy with that Play-Doh, or even funner, slime, for hours. You can go in the kitchen, cook, you can go write a paper, you can do whatever it is that you have to do as an adult in the adult world. So that's my first suggestion. Number 2, you can put together a scavenger hunt. You can put the scavenger hunt together when you have time, and you can keep it saved. You can make a couple of them. And when your child goes, I'm bored, or mommy, can we play? Or whatever it is your child says, and you know they're getting antsy, and you know it's time to pull something cool out, you pull out that scavenger hunt. Scavenger hunt could be as intense as you want it to be, and it could be as simple as you want it to be, depending if your child can read or if they can't read. If your child can't read, you can just make the scavenger hunt with pictures, and they have to go around and find all the items on your paper that you made a while ago. So even though you're busy, you reach into the closet or wherever you keep it, pull it out. Hey, I have an idea. How about you do this? And it will be very, very cool, especially if you have more than one child. You can make it a competition. Each can have a different scavenger list. Whatever you want to do. You can invite neighbors. It could be a sleepover. Depending on how intense you want it to be, how big you want it to be, or how small and simple you want it to be, you can go all out. The scavenger hunt can be based on letters, numbers, colors, whatever it is that you want to put on your scavenger hunt. In fact, make all of those scavenger hunts, right? Keep them stored away in a folder, your secret folder somewhere. And whenever your child gets that antsy look on their face, they're starting to get restless, they're starting to get into trouble because they don't know what to do with their hands and their feet, and they just need something productive to do, pull out one of those sheets and give it to them. It's gonna take a little time to plan. When you have some free time, just make a couple of those scavenger hunt sheets, gauged by how old your child is, and I guarantee you that will keep your child busy. It could keep your child busy for a short time if you make it very simple, or it could be keep them busy for a long time, depending how many questions, how many items that's on there for them to find. My third suggestion is something that I'm not sure people do anymore, but I do. I personally love it, and I think if you give it a chance, you could love it too. It could sound like an old-fashioned idea, but it really is cool, and I think everyone should do it. You can go to the library and you can get books on tape. Of course, now there are books on DVDs, but we still call them books on tape. You get the books. It's a packet that comes with a book and a CD. You put the CD in, Your child has the book and they're reading the book by themselves. This is for a child who doesn't know how to read or just starting to read or can't read that well or by themselves and wants mommy. And of course, nothing is better than you actually reading to your child. This is almost just as good. It's also something that I wouldn't suggest having lying around the house all the time. Just pulling it out as something special when you need a few minutes alone, when you need a little time to get something done and you need your child to be occupied. My fourth and last suggestion is my activity centers. I had another video on this and I just want to add this here because it's good for teachers, but it's great for parents as well. You don't have to be a teacher to take advantage of this idea. You get a container, whatever container you have on hand, or if you want to buy something cute, it's up to you, and you put random items in this container. When your child is bored or they need something to do, or when it's time for an activity, you pull out this container, you put it on a table, and that's what your child could do. Your child could stay focused on that activity for hours. The trick is to always add new items in the container. And when your child is bored, you pull out this random cool kit, have them sit at the table, and they can go on it, at it for hours. Now try to think outside the box, right? So you don't want to just do markers and crayons and pencils and things like that. So what did you think? Are these ideas enough to keep your child occupied? Are these ideas enough to keep your child off the electronics, at least for a little while? Let me know. Please comment, people, comment, subscribe, let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.